On December 7th, 1941, America was ruthlessly attacked by Japan and thrust into World War II. In response, over 1,000 of America's young women answered the call to defend our life and liberty. In doing so, they changed the course of aviation. From all walks of life they came, part of a highly controversial strategy to use female pilots to fly military aircraft.
The higher-up men didn't think that women were capable of flying Army aircraft.
The Women's Air Force Service Pilots, or WASPs for short, offered a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to enter what had been an exclusively male bastion. These women set out to prove they could fly as well as men, maybe even better. One such woman was Nadine Ramsey. Born and raised in oil-rich Kansas to Claude and Nell Ramsey, Nadine and her younger brother Ed bonded through hardships they endured. Claude Ramsey was a hard-working oil man. He was also an abusive alcoholic who was arrested after threatening Nell with a shotgun. He was found hanged in jail the next day. Nell emerged with a strong, independent spirit and fierce work ethic. She showered Nadine and Ed with unwavering support and love.
It is Nell, who is the matriarch of the family, handles everything and keeps them going.
As Nadine grew older, she was drawn to the aviation industry that was exploding in her hometown, Wichita. Her passion for flying became undeniable. Kansas was where aviation legends were born.
If you look at the history of Kansas, aviation is core.
Boys and girls looked up and saw the impossible made real.
They looked up in the sky and saw those experimental aircraft and went, wow, I want to be in one of those.
She runs away in high school to learn how to fly.
She was always a daredevil. She didn't let being a woman stop her.
But her journey wasn't always written in the clouds. It was built on an unbreakable family bond.
She was so loving because she adored her brother and adored her mom.
Nadine's flying career was full of triumphs, but also dangers. After a terrible accident left her seriously injured.
When they took her to the hospital, they said, well, we may have to have your leg amputated. And she said, I'd rather die.
Ed demonstrated the depth of their sibling bond.
Ed says, I'm dropping everything in school and I'm coming back to California to take care of my sister. That is love.
What she did to come back from that accident, to me, is remarkable.
When World War II broke out, Ed was already serving in the Philippines as a cavalryman, while Nadine found an opportunity to use her skills for the country she loved.
When the WASPs, as they're known, came to be, she saw a way to serve her country.
And these women flew all kinds of airplanes in all kinds of configurations, and they did a miraculous job.
Nadine's resilience lit a fire in the belly of every woman who dreamed of flight. Her story is inseparable from the groundbreaking work of the WASPs, a legacy that freed a nation to fight and a generation of women to soar. Taking flight, the Nadine Ramsey story.